I'm Danielle Battle, half of the Rich Restoring Inner City Hope program.
Hello, I'm Michael Battle. I'm a servant, executive director of Restoring Inner City Hope, the Rich program. What inspired my wife and I to start Rich? Once I changed my life and going back to my community, I saw a lot of myself and a lot of people out there. A lot of people were hopeless and looking for direction and resources and help. So that's what triggered me to start it. Growing up in Cherry Hill, well, I grew up, my mother was addicted to heroin. So was my father. We grew up in a 2-bedroom. It was 5 of us. My mother was addicted. So by her being addicted and turned down, both of my sisters are addicted. And just growing up in an environment, you'd be exposed to a lot of things that a child shouldn't be. Molestation, lack of food, just police coming to your house, just a lot of different things. CPS, just a lot of different things you go through growing up in that environment. Also in that environment, you learn a lot. You grow up fast. So I had it's some pros and cons with growing up in that type of environment. During that time, I was the youngest, so I spent a lot of time by myself or outside running the street, just looking for love and just trying to find my way.
I'm from Minneapolis, Minnesota, and I had never set foot in Cherry Hill until I met Michael. When we were dating, I went and I was like, wow, this community sits right on the water. It's so beautiful. And I had heard a lot about Cherry Hill from people or the news, and had no idea that it was such a close-knit community full of very loyal people who wanted to really see change in their lives and in their community. And when we started our work, which were at first just prayer walks, it was exciting for me and my friends who came out and volunteered to see what this community had to offer. And it just rolled from there. It was simple prayer walks to ones with resources to all kinds of outreach programs. And we really just noticed that people gravitated towards the joy and the resources more than anything else.
So as I changed my life, a big part of that was God. So I realized that as I continue, I'm always back in the community. I realized that was one thing that the community need was prayer. Let's start with prayer first. I believe prayer changes things. So I wanted to start with prayer first. I wanted to cover the community in prayer before we do anything else. So that was a big thing that we did every year. The adjustments that we made to Rich in result of the pandemic was we were after school program. We switched over to I guess the emergency food hub for the community. So during that time, we gave out, starting March the 18th till April the 1st, we gave out almost 6,000 hot meals to the community. We also gave out supply bags with bleach, toilet paper, hand sanitizer, masks, and stuff like that. We gave out hundreds of those bags. We also gave out activity bags for the children so they have something to do during that time. Then we switched over from March the 1st. Beginning on March the 1st, we switched over to perishable and non-perishable foods. We gave out fresh fruits and vegetables, ground beef, ground turkey, chicken, canned goods, you name it. We gave it out. We were up to almost 90,000 pounds of food from that part that we have given out through the center. Our greatest accomplishment to me is just seeing people where I come from, that I grew up with, that ran the streets with me, making bad decisions, poor choices, now are giving back, wanting to get involved with our program and what we're doing, donate money, donating their time, calling when they got great ideas that will help our people and help our community. That's very major to me. That's near and dear to my heart.
I think the biggest challenge is just for me is for balance. I work a full-time job in DC, and we have a home, and we love being in the community. And to counteract that, we've moved much closer to the community. It's just when you have a passion and it's such a big and intimate part of your life, you just have to make sure that there's balance. So the obstacles aren't anything in the work. We just get it done. We just hit the ground running nonstop and make sure that whatever he thinks of, that we make it come to fruition. So yeah, just the biggest obstacle is just balance, and we make sure that we keep it in our lives.
I guess the biggest obstacle for me um, would be balance, as Danielle said, um, putting together a solid team to help as we're growing now, and it's becoming a little difficult when you're trying to be a two-man show, and you have volunteers, but now I think we're to the point that we need a team or a staff to help us along the way to get certain things accomplished, and to just run a program. Um, and of course, with that comes finances. You need finances to help, financial help to make that happen. So I think now that would be the biggest challenge for us. A lot of times, because of your passion for the work that you do, you tend to dip and dabble in your personal money to help the community, and that could cause some problems. One of the ways that we financially support the things that we're doing with the children, as far as the last summer program with the all boys leadership, and also going into September the 22nd, beginning the after school, is this shirt that Danielle is wearing, Baltimore. You see the B, the L, and the M is highlighted. That's Black Lives Matter. So I just encourage people to purchase these shirts, please.
On our website.
Yes, you can go right to therichprogram.org to purchase these lovely T-shirts, and this is one way that we support the Rich Program. The initiatives that we are currently working on would be the courier service. We're currently working on the a bike courier service for the community of Cherry Hill. So during this pandemic, you have people who are high risk. You have seniors. You have people with underlying health issues that really shouldn't be outside. So during this time, we're going to partner with Black Yield Institute to get fresh fruits and vegetables to deliver to those persons that can't come out or shouldn't be out, that's high risk. So we're going to do that by way of bicycles. We're going to hire the youth from 14 through 18 to deliver those packages throughout the community to the seniors and the people that unable to come out. We noticed giving out food previously that people are unable to come out on a regular basis. So we just wanted to, whether the boxes are heavy, whether they in a wheelchair, or so we just want to make it convenient as possible, make sure everyone get what they need during this time, and hopefully we'll be able to grow that to going to the store for them and picking up medicine or picking up different things for them. That's the plan with that.
We also just finished our very first summer leadership camp for young middle school age boys. And we will, in a few weeks, launch our first after school program for middle school age boys. Again, that will still encompass the leadership training that they have been receiving. Our long-term vision for Rich is to change the face of Baltimore in the simpler terms. We just keep seeing the need, and we just let God kind of lead us. So Right now, we're building our resource center into a place where every member of every family in Cherry Hill can get what they need at the same time, so there isn't any limitation to what somebody can come for. So if you need to come for workforce skill development or something to that effect, and you have kids, they can go downstairs and engage in a STEM program or anti-bullying program. And the idea is to just build it up and build it again and again and again and scale it out so that all the corners of Baltimore that are underserved are served by people from those communities and from those corners of the city.
For me, I think to constantly inspire and to give people hope. Um, Little boys and girls, black and brown, to educate them, to love them, and just provide resources and put them in a position and lead them and guide them to win, to be productive and successful.
Next is just rolling out the next level of programming. We custom fit it to meet wherever we are as a state, so that we are always in compliance with the regulations, and probably a little stricter just because we know that when people of color get sick, that it's harder to get them the care that they need. So um, we're starting the bike courier service, the after school program. Those are our first steps, and they just have to remain small so that we can social distance and keep everyone healthy and safe while they come and get what they need.
Yep, I agree. Yeah, what's next? Definitely the after school program that will begin September 22nd. We'll run 3 days a week, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday from 3:30 to 6:30. During that time, we will teach the kids life skills, entrepreneurship, conflict resolution, just a lot of different skills. We'll teach them to have STEM, and actually we'll have tutors there as well to help them with their homework and any troubles that they having on the computer, or even just how to navigate on the computer to get their schoolwork done. We have people in place for that. Also, we'll be working on our upstairs. We have workforce development upstairs, so we'll be working on that as well, getting job training, financial literacy, workforce development, resume building, job search. So we'll be beginning that in September as well. So that's what's next for us. We just stand busy. We stand close to our people. We in the community while being safe, running those programs, the summer leadership camp, and beginning in September 22nd after school, we do get the rooms sanitized twice a week, and then I do a wipe down in between time, but we get it professionally sanitized. We make sure everyone had their mask on, hand sanitizer. So we practice social distancing, so everything is done um, according to the rules and regulations of this pandemic. But also, we just want to get the message out to the community that we are here, even within this pandemic, that we still have to learn. We still have to learn. We still have to better ourselves. We still have to move forward with our lives.
What surprises us about the times we're living in currently are the different ways people are reacting to the pandemic. You have people who are hyper vigilant and those who are not. So making sure that we, even in our social media posts, that we are masked up, that we're showing that this is how we will behave. So hopefully that you will also. That coupled with just, I think, a lot of the social injustice that's being highlighted now, isn't that's not necessarily surprising, but it's just other things. We try to make sure that our presence socially and in person just kind of speak to the moment that's here, so that we can make sure that everyone is speaking to the idea that we can move forward and we can do and be better, no matter if there's a pandemic, no matter if there's something going on, or how people of color are being treated. now and as usual.
How do I cope and keep the faith with everything that's going on around the world now? Stay positive, keep a positive attitude, stay focused on my purpose and what God called me to do, and lead by example. That's how I cope, and definitely stay prayed up.
Yes. And we also just try to put some self-care in there, and sometimes self-care is talking about the program, just sitting out back um, in the sun, enjoying the day and talking about what we want to do next and what we dream about, but just keeping the balance and making sure that we keep our cups full so that we can pour out to the community, because sometimes it can get a little off kilter. And so we definitely take care of each other and make sure that the other one is in a great place so that we can be who we need to be for Cherry Hill.
How do I advise the kids to not feel hopeless in the time that we're living in? I just tell them uh, honestly to be safe and stay positive and stay focused on what it is that you want. If God woke you up this morning and you're still breathing and you're still walking and talking, um, you're still you're blessed. You still have a shot. So I just encourage them to just I guess just don't get distracted on what's going on. Pay attention, educate yourself, but don't be distracted on what's going on. You still need to read your book. You still need to study. You still need to do what you're supposed to be doing to reach your goals. Um, so that's what.
What he does, because he's the one that's with the boys all summer, um, is he just leads by example. And when I've come to visit the program, it's just a lot of black boy joy, right? It's instead of just doing the same old regular programming, there's comedians, there's rappers, there's all kinds of people coming in talking to these young men about ways to improve their lives, but at the same time they're showing like how happy they are right now. And I think it's easy for people to lose sight of that, especially right now. This is just a time where mental health is really, really challenged. And so for young boys to come every day, well, supposedly Monday through Thursday, but always on Friday, um, and just be surrounded by Black men who are happy and healthy and not ashamed of who they were and very open about the journey that they've taken. Like, it is really, I've seen a change in the boys that come to the center, just by them being around Mike and being around other men who aren't afraid to just be happy and to share their joy with everybody in the room.
Yeah, I think one of the things that surprised me about that is I tell them boys I love them every day, and the first day they just looked at me. They didn't know what to do with that. And as time go on, I love you too, Mr. Mike. Just as Danielle stated, just being open. In the community of Cherry Hill, low income public housing, and that this not only goes for Cherry Hill but across America. You're taught to hide your feelings and emotions, and men don't cry and stuff like that. So we just teach them the opposite. That's all.
What I would want people to know about Baltimore is that it is amazing, that it's not what you tend to see on the news, that it is a city full of very small communities of people wanting to do and be better. It's a city full of transplanted people and homegrown people who love it like deeply. And there is so much more than just the harbor and crabs, that there are just communities of people trying to make differences. If it's gardens and programs and pop-up fun nights for kids, it is a city full of hope. It's just not always shown.
For me, it's a very powerful city, a city full of very talented people. Um, There's a lot of love in Baltimore. Regardless of what people see in the media or in the news, this city is full of a lot of love. A lot of people who have hope, and who are striving and pushing, for better, for better. Yep.
I'd say that Baltimore needs a boost right now because Baltimore is very siloed. If you're in this neighborhood, this is where you tend to stay. If you're in that neighborhood, that's where you tend to stay. And to have somebody kind of pushing and showing everything that's going on everywhere in the city really helps people make connections and get outside of their day-to-day norms. And right now we need each other. We need to see what each other's doing and to be supported. And we see how addictive it is for people in Cherry Hill to want to give back once they start giving. So if this is a network of information for the whole city, then all it'll do is just really increase the amount of giving and the amount of touch points that people can have, which would really just help people be happier. And in this day and age, people really need to really find happiness and be able to hold on to it.
Yes, I agree with that. Also, just because of all the negative attention Baltimore get, we definitely need a boost. It's a lot of positive. For every negative, it's probably three positive things going on, here in the city that's not shown. So we definitely need a boost, during this time, just to highlight, those things and let people know that Baltimore is, more than just a wire. We have a lot of other positive things going on, and as well as, just a, networking piece, a connector. There's a lot of people out here doing the same things, but in different communities and different areas of the city. Just so we can, see what they're doing, and where they are, and maybe we can, partner and collaborate or share ideas. So yeah, definitely, I think most money to boost.
If someone wants to get involved with Riching, the first thing that they can do is go to our website, which is therichprogram.org. And that'll give you some background of the different programming that we run throughout the year and whatever is upcoming. Or you can come to the center and see what we're doing, or reach out to us on Instagram or Facebook. Um, and we're just always open for volunteers and for people to just come and experience what we're doing.
Yes, again, I agree with her. Um, so yeah, so you can reach us at, therichprogram.org. Um, you can email me at mike@therichprogram.org, or Danielle@therichprogram.org. You can reach us, on Instagram, the Rich Program _ Facebook, the same. You can stop past the center, 844 Roundview Road. We're always there. You can give me a call at 410-572, 7968. I'll answer. Um, we always looking for volunteers. We always need financial support. Um, yeah, so that's how you can get involved. One thing I want the audience to know about Rich is that we will never stop. This work will be ongoing. We will give it all we have in our bodies to, restore inner city hope in the city of Baltimore.